Hi, my name is Sparrow. I am 10 years old, and my favorite Muppet character is Fozzie. Waka Waka!
Hi, my name is Stitch. I'm 7 years old, and my favorite Muppet character is Kermit the Frog. Hi, ho, Kermit the Frog here.
And I'm Tony, their Disney dad. And my favorite Muppet character is Animal.
Jones!
Welcome to Disney Discussions.
Aloha!
Hi, and welcome to episode 13 of Disney Discussions.
1-3.
1-3. Lucky number 13. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This episode drops on Thanksgiving week. We hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Disney Discussions, we haven't really talked about what Disney Discussions is in the past podcast, so maybe you're listening for the first time. Disney Discussions is where me, Tony the Disney Dad, talks about Disney with his two boys, Stitch and Sparrow. So this week, on episode 13 of Disney Discussions, we have the news since the last episode. We got the main topic, which is Playfair Part 2. I know you guys have been waiting for our Playfair coverage. Last week we had some special guests, so we couldn't include it, but I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode. We had a lot of guests, a lot of bloopers. We had a toilet bowl flushing in the background. It was our silliest episode yet. All right, we got Disney Trivia, the Walt Disney World Tips and Tricks, and the Disney Media Pick of the Week. All right, before we get into this week's news, we have a couple items we want to talk about. Rebels had their mid-season finale this week. We watched it. We liked it, right? I think we liked it last week.
It was really good. So Hera and her Phoenix Squadron, they're in X-Wings. So the
first time we saw X-Wings and Rebels, which is really cool.
Yeah. So they went down to the Lothal, but before they got to the planet, they had to face an Imperial blockade, and they survived that. But then there was this...
Well, not everyone survived that, right? Just Hera and one other guy survived the...
Hera and two.
Okay.
Because Wedge survived.
Right.
So...
That actually wasn't Wedge. It was somebody else. I thought it was Wedge when we were watching it, but it turned out to be somebody else,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hera and this other guy survived, and then they made it down to Lothal, but then this group of TIEs stopped them, but they made it down to Lothal, except they crashed. And then the Kanan went back to find them, but then it involved Lothwolves, Kanan, Hera, this other guy, a droid being shot, and stuff like that.
Well, Hera got captured by the Empire, so now she is in custody by the Empire. And Kanan went to go rescue her, but then the Thal Wolves said something to her. We're not sure what they said, but they convinced him. Yeah, they convinced him not to go rescue her.
Actually, they're called Lothwolves.
Lothwolves, okay.
Not Lothal Wolves.
Gotcha. So it was a good episode, good cliffhanger. Yeah. We're not sure when it comes back. They only said coming back in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
But I would guess probably after the holidays, probably
maybe
a couple weeks in January. Yeah, first couple weeks in January. Also this week there was a big release, Battlefront II.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yoda.
I like it a lot. It's a big improvement.
Yoda
is a good character to play as. Kylo Ren is really cool. Even Rey and Luke Skywalker. They're all the hero characters are really cool, I think.
Besides
are there any hero
Lando.
characters you don't like? You don't like Lando?
Lando's terrible.
All right, any others?
Heavy for the dark side. He's pretty good.
Heavy? So there's different classes you could play as.
So they have a specialist, heavy, officer. Which is terrible.
Yeah.
Officers are always...
Yeah. There's an offline mode now that's campaign. The story, I haven't played too much of it. I think I'm on the second or third level.
I want to play campaign.
It's really fun. It's a big improvement. There's some controversy over the game about whether you're being able to buy cards or not. They got rid of that before the wide release, so it's a good game. I'd check it out if I were you. I really enjoyed it, especially if you love Star Wars. The graphics are pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing.
It's a great show.
Except on Rey, right?
Really? You don't think Rey looks good?
Her face.
Her face.
That's what he thinks. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe because it's their first time doing Rey.
Yeah. All right.
Kylo Ren looks great, though.
Good. Any other Disney stuff we need to talk about before we get in the news?
Nope.
All right. Let's get into the news. All right. Lots of news around Star Tours this week. Star Tours will no longer mix places and characters from different eras. So you know how you could ride in the past and you could get like a prequel ending with a Hoth middle and an episode 7 beginning. They're no longer going to do that. So for right now, well, eventually they're going to separate it into 2 paths. So you could pick your legacy, which is going to include episode 1 through 6. And you get those beginnings, middles, and openings. And then you could pick your new ones, which is going to revolve just around the new trilogy that's come out. But for right now, I think it's only the new trilogy is what they're saying. So in Star Tours, this happened on the 17th. Disney's Hollywood Studios and Disneyland Park will find characters related to the latest Star Wars trilogy and will likely not see it mixed for the time being. There'll be entirely new opening featuring characters from episode 7 and 8. And also, they'll get the Jakku sequence that came out for episode 7.
Nice.
Yep. They'll get a transmission from BB-8 and maybe even some other characters. And then it'll end, not end, but there'll be kind of a battle scene from Crate, which is in the new movie.
Cool, yeah.
And at a later time, we're not sure when, they'll have a choice. You go up in line, and they're going to say, do you want classic or do you want the current trilogy? And then you go do those separate rides.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it's a good change.
They also had, and in Disneyland, Mark Hamill actually wrote.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, this came out. They're going to end Star Wars Galaxy on the new planet called Batuu. What's special about this planet is it's the planet that Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars line, is going to take place on. So we have the name for the planet. It's called Batuu. Not Bat3. Batuu.
Batuini.
Yep. So there's always that landing sequence in Star Tours.
Yeah.
You're going to land on the planet.
Batu.
You're going to land on the planet of Galaxy's Edge. So that's pretty cool.
You're going to land on the planet of Batu.
Yeah, we heard it the first couple times. So, okay. So we'll get it over the next couple months. There's the new Crate scene, which people are really excited about, which we just talked about. It looks really cool. And there's also some other changes. There's 2 new opening sequences featuring Kylo Ren and First Order Stormtroopers. So you know how sometimes at the beginning you get Darth Vader? It's going to be a similar opening with Kylo Ren.
Nice, and then like the First Order Troopers shooting at you.
Yep. There's also going to be 2 new transmission sequences, one featuring Maz and one featuring Poe. And there's already a BB-8 one. So lots of changes to Star Tours. They're adding some new things. I think this will be good, especially once Galaxy's Edge opens.
Yeah.
This will make sense. So I'm wondering, and I looked at this on a map, I don't think it's possible, but it'd be cool if you landed in Batuu in Star Tours and you walk out and you're in, like you walk into Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But looking at the map, I don't see how they could arrange that, because like Muppet's Courtyard and Mama Melrose Restaurant is right there, so there's no real way, unless they build something new.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be cool, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And what Stitch was talking about is fans in Disneyland were on Star Tours.
And Mark Hamill actually went on the ride.
Yep, there's one empty seat, and the guy came out and said, "Oh yeah, I think we have a special rider, and he's force sensitive."
Yeah, and he said the force is strong with him.
There you go. Yep, and out in walks Mark Hamill, and the people freak out in the ride. Yeah, they go crazy, and then Mark Hamill rides the ride with them.
And he said, "I don't think we have any big Star Wars fans on here."
Yep, so that's pretty cool. I know I would have freaked out if right? We would have freaked out if we were on that ride and Mark Hamill showed up.
Yeah, seriously.
It's pretty cool. No? Not you so much, Stitch?
Oh, I would.
That's all right. I would have.
I would.
But it's kind of how Johnny Depp showed up on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Mark Hamill, you probably... No, imagine doing the ride, somebody pulls out a piece of paper. Can you sign this?
Yeah. Maybe afterwards he signed autographs.
Yeah.
But he might have charged him $250 based on his New York Comic Con prices.
Hey, give me $250 and I'll sign it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Some Disneyland news. Disneyland will be doing After Dark parties.
Ooh.
That will be, they're calling Throwback Nights.
Throwback Night?
Yeah, so Disneyland After Dark kicks off January 18th with Throwback Night at Disneyland Park. An opportunity to indulge in some retro recreation throwback nights to celebrate the 50s and 60s and the way only a park with such rich history can. So you're going to get unlimited digital downloads.
Oh, cool.
So, pictures that you get taken there. There's going to be special places to take pictures, photo opportunities, photo locations, posters, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Guests can dance the night away with live music. An exclusive showing of the Fantasy in the Sky fireworks will take place.
Cool.
Guests will walk away with vintage-inspired park map and commemorative lanyard to remember their experience. And tickets for Throwback Night will be available to the public on Disneyland.com starting December 7th.
Cool.
Disneyland pass holders can get them starting November 30th.
Cool. I want a map.
Next up, there's been some small changes to Mickey's Once Upon a Time Christmas Parade in Disney World. Little changes, nothing big. There's a new Olaf float.
Okay.
And now there's a small live band plays in the parade.
Okay.
Kristoff now speaks. There's new gingerbread men costumes, and the performers that are with the Toy Story section are now the Pixar Luxor balls.
Luxor balls?
The Luxor, the Pixar ball with the star in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We've seen this parade. Do you guys remember this parade?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you guys like it?
I really like it.
Yeah, it's a good parade.
With Santa at the end?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, spoilers.
No, I don't remember it.
You were a little younger. It's a good parade. Some good changes.
I saw it twice.
Yep. Disney Magic, which is a Disney Cruise Line ship, is gonna what they call dry dock, meaning they're gonna do some refurbishments on the ship in the beginning of 2018. They are gonna add a Tangled themed restaurant called Rapunzel's Royal Table.
Ooh.
Families will delight in an all-new dining experience inspired by the beloved story of Disney's Tangled. This is the first table service restaurant themed after Tangled. And it's kind of themed after the Snuggly Duckling. And there's going to be interactive fun features featuring Rapunzel and the mischievous thugs from Snuggly Duckling.
Cool.
Also, other enhancements to the ship include an addition of a Club Disney Junior and the Oceaneers Club for children, and a redesigned rainforest room with steam and hydrotherapy and the spa for adults. They're also updating the teen room as well. So these enhancements will debut on the Disney Magic on March 9th for their 5-day Bahama cruise. So that's pretty cool. They're adding Rapunzel.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite, the Tangled movies. I like that movie.
Yeah.
They have the only other thing that's themed after Tangled that I know of are the bathrooms in Magic Kingdom behind Fantasyland.
Oh no, like that entire area with like the wanted posters and stuff.
Yeah, which is a cool area. It's actually some of the best bathrooms in Magic Kingdom.
I forget what it is, but that thing where you find the lizard.
Oh, Pascal,
that's the same area. They have Pascal's hidden, and you have to try and find them. That was fun to do.
We found most of them.
Yeah,
I think there was one missing.
They actually blend. They actually paint him, I think, to blend him in.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna put him.
Yeah, but they don't hide him in obvious places. Like have him on a lamppost and just paint him black. That would be kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Like a giant bump. Yeah.
So there you go. Quick piece of news. Disney's Magical Express, which is their bus service that picks you up at your hotel and takes you to the airport, is now picking up guests 4 hours before their flight.
Cool.
They used to do, not really, they used to do 3 hours before your flight. So you lose an hour, but this is because the increased TSA security screenings, and it's taking a long time to go through security.
Yeah.
So they're picking up an hour earlier. So if you're going on a trip, plan for that.
They also pick you up after your flight. Sometimes, right?
Yeah, to take you to the hotel?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That's one of the things I like best. If you're staying on property, you don't even have to pick up your luggage at the airport. They'll deliver it right to your room, and they send you right to your hotel. It's really nice. But yeah, when you're leaving, you're going to have to show up an extra hour early. So, on special evenings throughout November, December, Magic Kingdom is going to distribute bonus surprise paper fast passes.
What?
So these are fast passes you could use on almost any ride. They won't work on Peter Pan's Flight, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or any character meet and greet.
No.
But, I mean, still, Space Mountain gets long lines. Buzz Lightyear sometimes gets long lines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Avatar Flight of Passage.
No, this is only in Magic Kingdom, though. That would be really cool if they did that.
Yeah, like, Animal Kingdom, like, Expedition Everest, Avatar Flight of Passage.
Yeah. I didn't hear the deal.
That's okay. But Magic Kingdom. There's no word on how they're going to distribute these. I mean, I'm thinking they're just going to have cast members pass them out.
Here, take one.
Yeah,
Here,
but that'd be
this.
cool. That'd be cool just to be walking around and be handed an extra free fast pass.
No, imagine nobody knows. It's like, I don't want your pamphlet. Those fast pass. Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Give me another one, please.
Sorry, one per person. But I didn't get one.
Next up, if you're in New York, Saks Fifth Avenue will be decorating their windows this year with the theme of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So that's pretty cool. This is to celebrate the 80th anniversary of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs coming out this year.
Cool. That will be cool.
Yep, that'll happen on November 20th. So if you're in the
beans.
city, check that out. Last piece of news, the Increibles II teaser trailer was released. What did you guys think of this?
Boring.
Good.
Boring?
It was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Besides the last part.
Yeah, it was a teaser trailer, so there's not much to it. But I'm excited for this movie to come out. This is coming out in summer 2018.
Nice.
So it has been almost 14 years since Incredibles 1 came out.
What?
Which is pretty amazing that they're making a sequel that much farther. But the movie does take place minutes after the first movie.
Oh, really?
Yep. Well, that's why we see. Yeah, just minutes after. And that's why we see in the teaser trailer, you kind of see Jack using his powers, and he converts the Incredibles sign to the Incredibles 2 signal. He divides the I in half, so it says 2. And then you see Mr. Incredible get really excited about Jack having powers.
Parts of his hair are missing.
Yep. So then when he's holding him, Jack sneezes, and he shoots eye beams, and lightning and fire comes out, and then burns a hole in Mr. Incredible's hair.
Yeah, because he has laser eyes now.
Yep.
I don't like the way they drew Jack though. It
is
weird.
different. It's different. We're kind of used to the older style of animation, but like I said, it's been 14 years.
I know.
So things change. It gets updated.
But even his hair, though, they did his hair like super sticky up thing.
That's it for the news. Now on to the main topic, brought to you by Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon.DisneyDiscussions.com. It'll redirect you to Amazon. You get a small portion of your purchase. It costs no more to you. We get the little bit of tiny money from Amazon, but it helps us out to host our website and our files and everything, so we appreciate that. So right now you're going to hear part 2 of our Playfair coverage.
Ding.
Okay.
I was going to pick green.
All right, hey, you can have green. I'll take orange.
Okay, anyone want blue? Okay. Now, so are you going to play with us?
Is there room?
Yeah.
You
guys want to play at all? Just watch. Okay. There are 4 actions in this game. Very simple. It's 30 seconds to learn, 40 seconds to play. Not 40 seconds. Here we go. 4 actions. High five. Okay, we all know how to high five. Pound it. Who knows how to pound it? Okay, pound it. Okay, you know how to pound it. Switcheroo. We will literally run around and switch places with each other. Okay? And then there is the Happy Salmon. The Happy Salmon goes like this. Hold out your arm all the way to me and do this. Do it. That's Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. There you go. Happy Salmon. Sorry, the table's a little tall, but Happy Salmon. There we go. Okay, so that's all that there is. Those 4 actions are on your cards. You can look at them if you want, okay? But we're going to start like this. Yeah, put your stuff down because you're going to be running around a little bit. This is an active card game. Okay? Here, you hold your cards like this, okay?
Pay attention,
okay, we're all watching here because this is the key. On the count of 3, we will turn our cards over and we will all at the same time start yelling our top card. Okay? We're all yelling. We're trying to make a match. So I'm yelling high five, high five. Let's say you, this gentleman, have a high five. We high five together. You happen to have a high five. And we both toss our card into the center. The first person to get rid of all their cards wins. Okay? On Switcheroo, you take your cards with you and you switch and then you discard. Okay? One other little rule. If, for some reason, you can't make a match for that one moment in time, no one is pounding it or high-fiving it with you, you can just take your card and swap it to the next, underneath. Okay? And you can do that as many times as you want. You just can't go like this and pick. Okay? It's loud in here, guys. You got to be louder. We have to hear you. Okay? And you can also use hand movements. High five. Pound it. Switcheroo. Happy Salmon. Okay? Okay. Any questions? No. Okay. We're going to move Mr. Salmon away. We'll put him right in the center. Okay. Here we go. On the count of the salmon. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Salmon. Switcheroo. 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 Switch. And then throw in the card. Then throw in your card. Throw in your card. You just switch. Throw in your card. Okay. Switcheroo. 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 High five. High five. High five. High five. High five. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Put it down. High five. High five. High five. High five. High five. High five. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Switcheroo. 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 Switcheroo.
Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon.
Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Pound it. 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 Oh my God, you're making me work. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. High five. High five. High five. High five. Oh, high five. High five. High five. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. High five, high five, high five. High five. Anyone, high five. Happy Salmon, Happy Salmon. Oh, finished. And you know why we say finished, guys? Finished. You got it? Finished. And that's Happy Salmon. It's a game that comes in fish. And there's a silent version, too. So we don't want to wake up mom or that. You just do this. And it's so much fun. Thanks for playing, guys. Thank you.
All right, so we're at the Lego Statue Garden. What statues do they have?
They have Batman, Captain America, Hulk, Captain Phasma, Lego Friends, Luke Skywalker, Cinderella, and Wonder Woman.
They have Luke from Last Jedi. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. His robotical hand is made of like Lego Technic pieces.
What's your favorite one?
Captain America.
Pluto, what's your favorite one?
Luke.
What's your favorite one, Stitch?
Captain.
What about you, Kirk?
I really like the Luke statue. I think it's really cool with the hand, how it can move and stuff. It's neat.
It's really detailed, even the cape. Like for Legos, it looks like almost like cloth. Captain Phasma is pretty cool, too. All right. Next up, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we did the Ben 10 booth. What happened there?
So we spun a wheel, and then it landed on a character, and then that character, you would get a mask. And it was cool. I got Diamond.
Diamond head. I got the Watchman hat, so I got to pick which one I want, and then I picked 4 arms. He's really strong, and he has 4 arms.
What'd you get, Pluto?
Upgrade.
The wheel was really tiny, right?
No, it was humongous.
And then we went to Toys R Us booth. What'd you play with there?
A really cool remote control car that kept crashing into Pluto's centipede.
Well, at least I tried it first. Well, I did avoid it a lot.
Anything that you would want to put on your Christmas list in that booth?
There's this giant car that was on the floor. I want it.
What about you, Pluto?
Slug.
I want the remote control car. It's gray, yeah?
The thing is, the slug could go left and right. Car can only go straight.
The centipede?
I want the centipede too.
The car can go left and right. It just can't go in reverse.
All right, so we're in the Imagine by Ruby's booth right now. What are you guys doing?
Fighting with Thor hammers.
What do they have in this booth, Pluto?
4 hammers, other weapons. Yeah, what he said.
They got, Marvel characters, all costumes. They have some statues. They have a cool, the Spider-Man homemade costume from Homecoming. They got a Vulture jacket that's really cool looking. Lots of new Thor stuff. All right, we're at the Connects booth. They have a humongous...
Ferris wheel.
It's as tall as I am.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's 6 feet tall.
A ball maze.
A ball maze thing. Ball factory.
Ball thingy, my bobber.
They got a cool smaller Ferris wheel. They got a couple small roller coasters. There's really cool stuff. What's your favorite thing here at the Connects booth?
Oh, the giant Ferris wheel.
I like this what we're looking at, the ball maze. The ball maze.
Oh no, I like the Spider Weaver roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could go vertical and horizontal. It's really cool and goes super fast. All right, we're in a big Lego space right now. What do they got here?
So they have this ziplining thing with Legos. It's really cool. They have a racing area, a giant Lego pit, something where you can build your own Lego stuff, and some other stuff.
So we saw a big Simon. What was that called?
Simon Air.
So it's this huge... Explain what it is.
So it's this huge version of Simon. It's called Simon Air because you swipe over it and then it senses it. And it's actually been out since last year.
Then we played Giant Jenga and Giant Operation. They had a huge operation table. How'd you do with that?
Good. I got most of them out.
So we are by a giant pile of Legos. You can probably hear it. The kids are jumping in it like Scrooge McDuck in his money bin. They're swimming in Legos. And they're having a blast.
It's really fun. It hurts, though.
All right, so we're at the Insect Lore booth. And what do they have here, Sparrow?
You can buy these, butterfly, caterpillar things.
and then you can watch them grow into butterflies.
Yep. So you get a jar, you get a net, and then you send away for a jar. They give you little caterpillars with food, and they grow and grow, go into a chrysalis, and then butterflies emerge. But they also have something we've never seen before. What's that?
Ladybugs.
Yeah, so you get little tiny ladybug larvae. You put them in a container, and they grow to ladybugs. And then
Praying mantis.
and they have a praying mantis one, which looks really cool. Very cool stuff. All right, we're at the Air Hogs booth. They got a cool, hovercraft thing. They're going to play with drones right now. We saw Rusty Rivets. It's a show on Nickelodeon. Cool toys. We were playing with kinetic sand. Lots of cool stuff here at Playfair. The kids had a good time. So we're on the ferry back from Playfair. How was it, Sparrow?
It was really fun. I jumped in a pile of Legos, and it hurt.
Is that your favorite thing? What was your favorite thing?
I think my favorite thing was the Nerf Arena.
Nerf Arena?
Yeah.
What about you, Stitch? What was your favorite thing?
Roof booth.
Roof booth. What was there?
Grocery getting Shopkins, and these really cool, sticky balloons, where you can make a balloon animal without even trying to tie it.
Very cool.
I'm eating pizza right now. And we held a real, one-of-a-kind gold Shopkin that has actual diamonds on it.
Yeah, that was cool. What about you, Pluto?
I like the Nerf 4.
Nerf War, that was your favorite thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your least favorite? What didn't you like?
Probably jumping into the Legos. That hurt a little.
The Legos weren't cool. What was your least favorite, Stitch?
I don't know.
Sparrow, anything you didn't like?
The Shopkins.
Yeah. Would you guys go back again?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you had fun?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really fun.
Cool. What about you, Kirk? What was your favorite thing?
I don't know. Everything. I really, really enjoyed it.
It's a good time. Good time had by all. Any last words?
No. Aloha. Aloha.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that. That was part 2 of our Playfair coverage. That'll be the end. That's all we had from Playfair, but we had a lot of fun going. We had a lot of fun covering for you guys. Hopefully we're able to go next year.
Hopefully.
Yep. All right, now on to Disney Trivia.
Trivia.
Do you know how many people visit Walt Disney World in a year?
How many?
Millions. Magic Kingdom got 20.4 million visitors
And Epcot
in 2015. Epcot got
11.7 million visitors.
Animal Kingdom got 10.8, as well as Disney's Hollywood Studios, 10.8 million visitors.
I guess Magic Kingdom is the most popular.
So that's crazy, right? Disney World alone has an average visitor count of up to 53,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
According to a 2015 survey. So 53,000 people.
And probably
in a
more
day.
people since Avatar opened.
Yep, Animal Kingdom, those numbers probably get bumped up. That's a lot of people visit Walt Disney World.
Star Wars Land and Toy Story Land for Hollywood Studios.
Those will be huge.
Huge.
All right. Now on to the Walt Disney World tips and tricks.
WDW. Tip trick.
So you guys know that Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom and Navi River Journey are really hard to get on. The lines are really long.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get fast passes for them. So recently, Touring Plans released a video on how to ride these rides without getting fast passes for them.
What?
Are you guys interested? Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
All right. So I'll post a link to the video in the show notes, but here's a quick recap. So you have to rope drop Animal Kingdom. Do you guys remember a few episodes ago we talked about rope dropping, which means you get there early and you're there as soon as they open up. So what they did, if the park, this scenario works if the park opens at 9 a.m. So if it opens earlier or later, adjust your times. But you need to get there earlier. You need to leave at like 7:30 because the buses start running about an hour and a half, 90 minutes before the park opens.
Okay.
This is to accommodate breakfast people. But try and get on that first bus out to Animal Kingdom. He got off the bus around 7:50. He got through the turnstiles and in waiting at 8:11. At 8:24, they started moving people to the ride. So the park doesn't officially open until 9 o'clock. But the crowds are so big, they started moving people towards the ride at 8:40. 8:20. At 8:39, he was already in the queue for Flight of Passage.
Wow.
He did that first, right? He was done riding the ride at 8:59.
Whoa.
Okay? So the park opens at 9 o'clock. He's already done riding the first ride. So he decides to then go on Navi River Journey at 9 o'clock. It said the wait was about 30 minutes. He only waited around 12 minutes.
What?
So by the time he was done, he was done with both rides by like 9:15.
Whoa.
Right? So by the time he was done, though, the lines for both of those rides were 3 hours long.
What?
So a matter of a few minutes will make a big difference here. And then you're able to use fast passes for, Safari or Everest and not use them on the Animal Kingdom rides. So by 9:15, he was done with the 2 rides in Avatar Land.
Wow.
So and they were both for 3 hours after he got
After that, yep. So if you guys want to ride these rides and you can't get fast passes, I know some people that are going that aren't staying on property.
Yeah.
So they only get to pick their fast passes 30 days in advance. They're probably not going to get these fast passes.
Yeah.
So rope drop. Get there nice and early. And even rope drop, you're going to rope drop earlier than you normally would.
Yeah.
Now on to our Disney Media Pick of the Week.
Media Pick of the Week.
Brought to you by
MickeyChats.com, a magical place to chat things all Disney.
And thank you, Mickey Chats. Be sure to check them out if you want to discuss more things about Disney online. So our Disney Media Pick of the Week is a podcast called the Mickey Miles and More Podcast. The hosts are Mike Scopa, Michelle Schreibner-McLean, and Chris Eliopoulos. I actually heard of Chris Eliopoulos through comic books. He's an artist. Yeah, he's really good. But this podcast, Mike Scopa used to be on the WDW Today podcast, but now he does the Mickey Miles and More podcast. This podcast started out as mainly about the running events on Disney property, but as you can see, it says and more. And they recently had an episode that we really liked, right, guys?
2 episodes, actually. It's the Bracketology. It's where they compare movies to movies, and then in the final of the second episode of it, they decided which movie was the best, and out of the Bracketology, and Lion King won, I think.
Yeah.
I believe it was Lion King.
Yeah, they did it over 3 episodes. Each episode's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
3? I thought it was 2.
No, it's 3 episodes.
Oh.
But check them out. Even without the Bracketology, their other episodes are really entertaining. Really good stuff. Yeah. So check them out. Mickey Miles and More Podcast. Search for that wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
All right, we got some feedback. Last episode, we asked what characters, movies, or TV show would you like to see Disney base a theme park ride on? And you answered. Mike said he would like to see
a Meet the Robinsons roller coaster.
Yep. I agree. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Right. Jeff said, as always, he wants a Pancho Pistoles themed ride. Do you know who Pancho Pistoles is?
No.
He's he's one of the 3 amigos with Donald Duck. He's the one that has the guns.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Pistoles. He's actually in the Christmas show in Walt Disney World. So, Jeff, if you want to see Pancho Pistoles, you need to go at Christmas time and see the stage show.
Yeah.
Lisa agreed with me and said that she would love to see a Wreck-It Ralph ride, particularly the factory where they created her race card and everything was made out of candy.
Yeah.
Right? That would be cool. And Main Street Magic on Twitter said Stitch, but a good ride, a successful ride. Because there is that Stitch alien encounter thing, but it's not very good. All right, so thanks for reaching out to us, letting us know what you think. We love to hear from you guys. So thanks for listening to episode 13 of Disney Discussions. We really appreciate it. Be sure to tell your friends about us if you really like us. Rate and review us wherever you listen to us, Apple Podcasts, Google Play. We're everywhere. Just search for Disney Discussions. We are on the internet. We're on Twitter at Disney_Discuss. Instagram
at Disney_Discuss. Facebook at Disney Discussions.
We are on YouTube. We put every podcast on YouTube if you'd like to listen on there. We also put our unboxing videos.
Yeah.
I did a review video of that Maps book. That was our media pick a few weeks ago. So just search for Disney Discussions on YouTube or go to youtube.disneydiscussions.com. That'll take you right there.
Yeah.
Go to our website, disneydiscussions.com. And as always, please email us at podcast@disneydiscussions.com. Let us know what you think of our Playfair coverage. If you'd like to see us cover more things like that, maybe some Disney live shows, Disney toys, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let us know if you'd like to see us cover that kind of stuff. Thanks for listening. See you real soon.
Aloha. Aloha.
Ladies and gentlemen, Disney has now ended its normal operating day. We hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that you'll be back with us again soon. Drive carefully on your way home. Good night.
Yeah, folks, and me and my pals hope you had a swell time.
Yeah. If you were wondering who flushed the toilet, it was me.
Batu.
Maybe they put hair gel.
The actor.
No, they wouldn't be talking.
There's no actors stitched. It's just cartoons.
No, but then
Voiceover.
What about the voice?
Voiceover.
Right. Somebody records it, just like we're recording this. They do the same thing.
Yeah, they record it.
Right.
Voiceover.
So the voiceover actor has to put hair gel in his hair?
Yeah. Hair gel.
All right. Magic Kingdom.